Hey gang, we are on our second stop here and we find ourselves in Clarksville, Tennessee at a cemetery called Greenwood Cemetery. Beautiful cemetery. Got to give a shout out to one of our Instagram friends and subscribers, My Pet Rock Pet. And this cemetery, we're here to see someone that's close to her heart, someone that is close to a lot of hearts here in Clarksville, and is the grave of a very young girl who's famous here. We are in. I'm going to let it roll just for a minute. This looks really amazing. Very old cemetery with some beautiful, beautiful monuments. Her name was Nannie Tyler, and she grew up here. She was born here in Clarksville. Well, her father was a judge here. He was also a financial officer. 47 years he was working here, pillar to the community. His wife Molly, Nannie's mother. Nannie was named after her father's sister, Nannie, and in the house there was Aunt Amy, there was Grandma, and she had a younger sister named Em. I believe there was another brother or sister who came along later, died as a baby. And if you go to the house, it's still here today in town. It's very similar to the way it was. Interestingly, the house next door, the neighbor, was built by the son of a man named Cave Johnson. Cave Johnson was the Postmaster General under President James K. Polk. And the son would marry Judge Tyler's sister, Nannie. Nannie died September 9th, 1884, from the disease called diphtheria. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. It was a terrible disease. It took a lot of children back in the day. Form a membrane around the throat. A very, very cruel disease. It would get into your heart, your diaphragm, a slow death, a painful death. There were no antibiotics. We talked about this. Typhoid, Spanish flu, all of these things. We're so lucky today that we have, with penicillin, and then of course all the antibiotics that followed, we take for granted. Well, it was a real sad day, obviously, for the family. Everyone was completely devastated, and they buried her here with a beautiful, beautiful statue. There was an article published September 12th of 1885 from the Clarksville Weekly Chronicle, quote unquote, "Every sympathetic heart in Clarksville has been touched to the core by the death of little Nannie Tyler, the daughter of C.W. and Mrs. Tyler. The sad event occurred at the family's residence on Greenwood Avenue at 7 a.m. Wednesday morning, the 9th. Little Nannie had lived 4 years and 5 months and 24 days. She was exceptionally bright and pretty and was loved and petted by all who knew her." So they made this amazing statue that we're walking towards. It was made in Italy, and shockingly, all the years it was here, the beautiful statue, respected and loved by everyone. But in 1996, the statue was stolen. That's right. Everybody here was absolutely crushed. There were lots of articles, lots of press. The story went national. It turned out that the statue was sold to a woman in Missouri. It had been carefully chiseled off its base. She had brought it to a trade show in Richmond, Virginia. Unfortunately, she broke the arm off accidentally getting it in her van, got it repaired, and it is there where an antique dealer bought it. Brought it back to Boston, Massachusetts. He had bought it for $3,000. And when he became aware of it, he became absolutely horrified, as anyone would be. Well, he notified the Clarksville authorities here immediately, and kudos to him, because he drove all the way here in a station wagon in hot summer, and he brought it home. They had a massive ceremony here, and I gotta tell you, it's so good that the statue made it back. And I guess my question is, the woman stepped forward, the antique dealer did the right thing, everybody kudos, but we don't hear the name of the person that did this. Do they know? I'm very curious. Who did it? I don't think it's published, and I think it should be. But maybe they don't know. But here is the statue of little Nannie, and it is an amazing statue here, and it is in beautiful shape. Look at that. Like I said, the statue was made in Italy, and I believe it is marble. Just beautiful. Now we have pictures of Nannie. There is a picture, and we'll put it up, and it does look like her. And the details of the dress I want you to take note of, and from the picture, all the little details of the dress. Look at her shoes. Look at that, the bow. You will notice, and by the way, the beautiful flowers. The people here really cherish this statue. Now look at the beautiful flowers, just amazing. And it says Nannie, and we have lots of coins. You will notice that here on her hand, it is broken off. She was holding a stone rose, and unfortunately that is gone. But if you go, I'm going to give you actually the link to a channel. It's a YouTube channel called Santa Blue, and there were two women who, well, one of the women, the host Rosalind Carita and author Carolyn Ferrell, they discuss how the dress was made and all sorts of amazing details. If you're interested in the story, go check that episode out. Again, I'll put the link below, just scroll down. And they did a fantastic job describing this story. I'm not gonna, they have all the pictures. If you want to see pictures of all the family members, I showed a couple or two or three, but that's the place to go. They did a fantastic job, and let's get them some views on that channel for all that work that they did. There's a rumor that our little Nannie here was based on the little girl in Gone with the Wind, the book and movie. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I will shout out the book. I have not read it, but the author, Carolyn Ferrell, she's a teacher here, born and raised here, and she's really knowledgeable on Nannie and the family, so I would go look up her book, In Search of Nannie Tyler, 100-Year History of a Family Who Helped Shape Clarksville. It's on Amazon. Lots of pictures, lots of fantastic pictures, guys. There are other family members here, of course. I remember, if you look at their video, they'll give you all the details on, I believe this is Nannie's mom, Molly. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the grandmother. M-I-L. I think that says Mildred, so that might be the grandmother. Boy, this is haunting standing here. And we have, maybe this is the mother. I believe this is the mother, Molly. I just see born 1849, August 1900. But again, watch their video. And I remember they said, she said that, yeah, here's Charles. And it was purposeful that he just has a simple stone, understated, because he wanted the focus, you know, as a gentleman, to be on Nannie, Grandma, Mom. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Molly Settle Tyler. Look at that. So this is her. Great. So there's an inscription here. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Beautiful. Charles, and this is Armistead, and I do remember, I'm not going to show it, but they have a picture of Armistead. I think this was Charles' grandson, who he really loved, maybe his favorite grandson. I see there's a grave here. Not sure. This is a Tyler. Cannot tell. All kinds of Tylers here. Watch that video. There's Emmy Tyler. And I do believe there's a baby. The baby Tyler's here. I remember. Let's see if we can find it. No, this is somebody else. Oh, there's the baby. Tyler baby. Right over here. Oh, look at that. It says, Our Little Darling. Well, I'll give you a shot at a look at the back of the statue. It's absolutely stunning. Look at the detail work. She has her hand on rocks. Maybe it's a boulder, but look at the detail work. The frill. Again, when you watch their episode, their video, documentary on this, they will tell you, I think that she said they put horsehair under. Oh, all kinds of neat details on Nannie. But yes, here is the baby. Right here. There looks to be a broken gravestone here, probably the original, very nicely inset in the ground. But it is a remarkable statue. Beautiful. It's holding up pretty well for marble, although Tennessee doesn't have as severe a climate as Chicago, but I still might suggest they put Nannie's statue under plexiglass some point so that many future generations can enjoy. It will eventually melt away. And I did bring some flowers. So we'll put a yellow rose here for Grandma. And we'll give a yellow rose for Mom, Molly, and of course for Nannie. Yeah, we'll just tuck that up here with these Rest in peace, Nannie.